For Avril and Heather and anybody else who wanted something different than the reading I'm doing with Ask Not right now, and I started the video downstairs. This is Lasha. You've reached high voltage, and today, in this moment, on September the 4th of 2022, which is a Wednesday, we're talking about the power of prayer. So, personally, I like to keep a written diary of things as well. So yes, Wednesday, September the 4th, 2024. Okay. Oops. Deep diver, how do you love? Deep diver, how do you love? You swim in the water, it's your church. Religion, God is what we're here to talk about. I hope that you sharing this video too. Leave what you take from it so we learn deeper and deeper. God takes us deeper. Who is yours? Okay, that was impromptu. Just so you know, it was a song that I started for Sarah in Australia, and Jeff, I think, commented there was something there, so I just revisited those same notes and the melody and just changed the words. And so we're talking about the power of prayer. And again, my first thought was Heather and Avril. Avril, because she left a comment and said she wanted me to finish the story about the anorexic girl and the prayers. So I'm going to do that first. And Heather, because she said that she wasn't interested in Ask Not. So 2 people unsubscribe, but somebody keeps subscribing and unsubscribing. So if Heather did unsubscribe, well, for anybody who is interested in this part of me and everybody else in the world, and I'm not editing, this is all impromptu, so I set up what I could. I'm trying to stay, central to here for the consistency and all of those other good things. And it does feel good to come to the same place and know that you have something to say, a place to say it, and a lot of people don't have that. And I think and there's nothing wrong with going in other places. I love that part of myself too. We all have different parts of ourselves, and that's what makes us all connected. That's what I believe. And as far as my denomination, I'll share that with you, but let's answer the question first. About the anorexic girl. I don't know if you've all noticed lately. I don't know if you, oh, I was talking about prejudice as well. So let's finish with the prejudice and what I meant, so it's not taken out of context. And what I said was, I was trying to be very careful of my words. It's about behavior. And I always try to separate the behavior from the person. Always, always, always. Then I'll tell you the story about the anorexic. And then that will be a wrap, because that's all I have left today. And I want to give you my best energy, because you've already all seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it was a great growing tool. And I'm going to get, and this has to do with prayer. Okay, so I'll talk about this first, then the anorexic, and the prejudice, then the anorexic. So why do I pray? What do I believe in? Well, I was born in Canada. My father was first generation Ukrainian Canadian. But there's stories about the war that I don't understand, and I do think, just based on my nose and that era of genes change over time. This isn't a prejudice thing to say, but I have a big nose. And I like it when people say, no, you don't. It's okay, because the only people that had this nose was my dido and my father, and they're both gone, and I'm the last with the nose. So I am proud of that, and that's why I think it's horrifying when women and men change themselves. You know, I don't need Botox, I need to gain 10 pounds. There's a difference. Now, the power of prayer. My mother, so that's a little tidbit that I'm confused about, but I'm going to get my genealogy done, but not through a kit. My friend, he's not a friend, he's an acquaintance, but he's really good at finding out people's relatives, where they're from, and he needs dates of deaths, because that's how you find out about your ancestry. And I haven't shown you my house in a long time, but I brought out like a lot of pictures. Like, for example, over there, that's my friend from school, from grade 8. And, you know, back here, I've got all y'all's names and paintings, diaries, and, you know, the gifts that I was sent were just unbelievable to me. And so what I grew up with was, I was baptized Greek Orthodox. I went to an Anglican church. My mother taught Sunday school. I was in her class, but I went to a Catholic school, a Catholic high school, and then public high school. My mother wanted me to be exposed to everything so I could make up my mind. And then I'll get